Schedule P is for analysing benefits paid to members. You'll see in this sheet there are three sets of columns. The first set are for analysing the benefit payments, the second is for recording pension limits, and the third set of columns is for recording transfers to members' pension accounts. The far left column is for recording the names of the members, and that should have been automatically pre-filled as you've entered that information in other places. The next column is for recording the pension amounts that have been paid to members during the year, and when correctly recorded, these should agree with the amounts processed through the ledger for the superannuation fund. The next column is for recording lump sums paid to members. When correctly recorded, these too should then agree with the amounts processed through the general ledger as lump sums. The third column is for recording any tax withheld and recorded on the pay-as-you-go withholding statements for the members during the year. This information, when correctly entered, will agree with the amounts processed through the general ledger. You can see here that the amounts recorded, which are from Schedule G, the amounts assessed to the Taxation Office, do not agree with the amounts analysed above and show up as a difference here. There will be a difference on this line for any such discrepancies. These should be eliminated before finalising the schedule. The next set of columns are for recording the pension limits, and you can see here that the first member, John, his minimum pension limit was $19,000, and presumably it's an allocated pension, so his maximum balance is probably the balance in his fund of $300,000. So you can see that the pension amounts paid during the year are within the minimum and maximum limits of his pensions. For Claire, likewise, her minimum was $5,000 and $10,000 has been paid. So she's over her minimum limit, but under the maximum limit of $20,000. The third column is for recording the date and the amounts of transfers from members' accumulation accounts to their pension accounts. When correctly entered, these will agree with the figures in your general ledger processing. It's important to record this information because it is used by the program to correctly allocate earnings for the period between members' accounts and members' benefit accounts, the members' accumulation accounts and their pension accounts. There's two smart checks on this schedule, and they require you to consider whether the any member would benefit from an anti-detriment strategy, and also consider whether, if there's been a death benefit paid, whether further advice in that area is required. If neither of these issues apply, then answer no or not applicable. If they do, then select the advice point here, the yes button, which will then initiate not only further schedules but an advice point memorandum that you can give to the client. When you've completed these sections, you've successfully completed the schedule.